Hey, all you people out there, Vast Difference is back. This podcast is a show where we debate incredibly stupid things back and forth, whether it's the Bengals versus some bagels, or it could even be my own dad versus Mike Foster. Am I right?
Ooh, shout out Mike Foster.
The winner of the fight will only be crowned by the, let's see what I said here. Oh, once we read the results of the poll that we put up on the 1722 Instagram. Okay? And that's Instagram with an I, okay? 1722 with a 7. A lot of people don't know that. So make sure that's where we check the poll every single Sunday. And I'm getting better with it. I actually wasn't late with it last night, so thank God. This week, the battle is not a triple threat. We're back to the old ways, although the triple threat was fucking fun. Go check that out. We finally had Tyus in on it, you know. Oh, yeah, that definitely need more. Probably wrestling one next time. This episode, though, is streaming service or home video, whatever, versus going to the movie theater. Which one is a better way to experience a movie? Which is your preferred way to watch a movie? Do you like going to the theater and having the full thing, or do you like going home, popping it in, or going, or actually no, yeah, sure, just streaming, right? We're not doing DVDs.
I think I'm just going to stick to streaming on this one. I'm taking streaming, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, cat's out of the bag so early. But yeah, I'm just going to stick with streaming, I think, on it. Not like DVDs and VHS and shit.
Yeah.
As much as I love them, but I'm just going to stick to streaming.
So who's going to go first?
All right. Well, I'm obviously going for the movie. The movie experience, the cinema, you know, the theater, all that stuff is what I'm going for. Do you want to give a little back, or do you just want to get into the battle as much as we can? It's up to you. Because I got points for days. I was thinking about them all day long.
I feel the same way. But I'll let you just throw a point. We'll go for it. And then I think pretty much all other points are just fair game from then on out. Okay.
Well, starting off, the best thing, and I'm only talking about, I'm not going to start shitting or anything on yours until obviously you're done and I'm done, right? So the best part about going to a movie theater is it's literally, like I said, an entire experience. The movie's louder, it's better visually, right? The food's better, because, like, let's be honest, you come here, it's just like, there's not the stuff, and I'll get into that later, but you know what I'm getting at, right? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I know that you have to pay, but let's be real, both you have to pay for, okay? So the good thing about the movie theater is you get to sit down, and everyone's there for that purpose. Everyone's there in that singular theater. Everyone's there for the movie. You know that everyone with you, even though you don't know any of them, you don't talk to them, you're all there watching that same movie. You're experiencing the same thing at the same time. It's kind of nice. It's kind of like a concert, you know, in a way.
That's also part of my problem with it.
Why?
Is that it's overcrowded. There's too many people, and since you don't know them, you can't control their actions. We've all been in a movie where someone's way too fucking loud, and it's like, come on, we're trying to watch a movie.
It's been a long time, though, and to be honest,
it's been a long time since I've been to a movie.
Right, and it's been a long time since I've even seen like a packed theater. I'm talking like 2010 type shit.
Well, I mean, that's what I was going to say. All of this comes from, I just went and seen on Thursday the new One Piece movie, right? Mm-hmm. And this already is like, well, Blake's going to be wrong. Because it was me, Jacob, and like 3 couples. Right. In like a 200 things, theater, right? So there was no one that made a sound. The only time that there was sound was when a badass fucking, anime fight scene's happening, and then all of us were like, oh my fucking god, and like, we went to the 4DX, so the chairs are fucking moving, water's spraying.
Like that though,
what?
Like obnoxious assholes in the theater.
Oh yeah,
when the Paranormal Activity movies was out, man.
Oh my god, that was
be
ridiculous.
So quiet.
Screaming at them,
yeah.
At the screen.
Oh my god, because it's quiet as fucking, and
right. Like you hear people.
And, every once in a while someone gets a good line out there and it makes everybody laugh, right?
But there's that one dude
they take it too far. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like that guy either. I would never be the guy. When I enter a theater, okay, I sit down and I'm like, look at these questions. You don't get those questions at streaming service. On a streaming service, the shit would be like, who played in Friends? Who was the 4th friend? You're like, Matthew Perry. Hot damn, I knew that one. That's the best fucking part. The movie can take a seat back, okay?
The trivia and the like
trivia
lawyer ads.
Yeah, the lawyer.
I'm gonna add to both because I like both, but you forgot to mention, man, like the smell when you walk in. I mean, I know it's popcorn, but
My man, that's what I was just about to say. I was
the
like, and let me
popcorn
get
is the
to
only thing that smells good at a movie theater.
Get
The rest of
fuck
it
outta
smells
here.
like absolute shit.
Okay, you want me to get into my
you
points
think
now?
you think like the
No,
like
wait.
the actual
It's a separate smell.
theater stinks like.
Yeah,
Where the rooms
like,
are?
right. It smells like kind of musty.
I never thought about
What if you went to a porn theater?
Absolutely not. I've been to Regal, baby. AMC. I'm an AMC kid.
I've never been to AMC. I only Regal theater.
AMC is pretty fucking nice.
I'm trying to think of
The
what other
chairs
brands there are, to be
recline.
honest.
I need to go to one of those. I've
Yeah.
only been to like a regular theater. Like none of the seats ever did anything cool. They probably had an armrest where you could put something in it, but that's about it.
The
We'll
entire
go to one so you can get
the
experience.
entire time on
Let's do it.
Thursday, because I mean, as you know, the show's called Two Fat Fucks. I was literally for an hour, like 30 minutes, trying to just pull up the armrest, be like, "Yeah, can I get any extra room?" Never pulled. It
budged.
never budged at all for an
That
entire
is
hour.
the
Should have
worst.
broke it.
But I did keep bumping the water on and on, so there'd be times where like I'm fucking bouncing and my arm hits it, and then water just fucking sprays me in the goddamn face.
I'd be living.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't get that shit at home,
wouldn't
man.
Yeah,
Ready.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I stay dry with
spent
my
like
streaming.
$35 fucking dollars for that,
Plus I'm watching
and it's
Pornhub.
worth it. Like I said, it was a little rambunctious more than the other 4DX I've been to, but that I think that was just they were on an off night.
And whenever
right?
you see a good movie in the theater, like you can leave it thinking like you're just like in a whole nother. You just left a whole nother world.
That's
really,
what I'm saying.
because you've been in a dark
Dude,
room for like fucking
Is
hours.
there a better feeling, okay, than you going to a midday show? You get off, it's dark outside, you're hungry, you go to a restaurant, you still have like 4 hours of the night left? That's a full day. That's a great day. Go to the movie at 4 o'clock, it lets out by what, 5:45?
I'm going to tell you why it's not appealing to me. I'm going to come back at you then, and then we can get into streaming.
yeah.
Well, you haven't said anything
exactly.
about
Let's
streaming.
say, get some streaming
Yeah,
points in. Get some
we haven't-
streaming
Let's
points
say this
in.
motherfucker started attacking me
But-
first. I was allowing him.
Yeah, it's a show, so.
Let's say I'm both.
Yeah.
But the problem, I'm afraid of the dark. We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm man enough to admit it. I don't like the dark. So sitting in a movie theater is not exactly a great time for me. Okay? I also have very sensitive ears. The most
Who
sensitive
you,
ears you know.
motherfucker, I've
Okay?
had 8 ear surgeries.
So when he
That's
hears,
great.
So when
Okay.
he hears like the little feature presentation thing, where it's like,
Yeah.
he already
IMAX
Mine
must
is
fuck you up.
Yes, mine is like ringing.
Well, that's
it's
another
not
thing.
a good time for
I'm
me.
gonna blame our parents for taking you to IMAX so goddamn young. Same with me. Like it's a cool experience, mom and pop.
I've only seen
but
one movie in
fuck.
IMAX.
I've still
in my
never
life.
been to one of those either. Ty's Travels is coming up soon. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
dude, it's been a year since I tried travels.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
let's get in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
For real.
Uh,
Can't film probably in there, so that might be an issue. But we'll make a day out of it.
what were you saying?
Well, here's the problem. Even at home, though, like I have a sound bar. Shout out, Dad. Bought it for me for my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't use it to its capabilities. My ears hurt. Now, I do listen to music very loud. Music's
Yes.
a totally different thing.
Yeah.
I love music loud.
When this motherfucker is washing dishes, it's a bunch of like, my friend from Yonders!
Yeah,
Like, it's just
100%.
that for 3 hours
Yeah, that's
long.
because I want to be left the fuck alone. Let me do my shit. Let me hear my tunes.
Yeah.
It's not time for conversation. That's why it's up loud. All right? Take a hint. All right?
I'm telling you, like, hey, the house is on fire. You're like, yep, couldn't care.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. No effects is on. But at home, even, like, you know how when we're watching something with Dad, he turns it as loud. Like, when it's an action scene, you feel like you're on the fucking battlefield.
Thanos' snap was ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, if we were watching a horror movie, you're in there with the monster or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't like that shit. When it has, like, the climax, I want to turn that
Okay,
shit down.
so when we watched, we
I was
all
about to say,
watched Barbarian.
we watched Godzilla and Kong, and that,
was
that
saying-
shit was mad loud.
And I-
Shout out, Brett. Go check his episode out.
Oh,
it was
was
a
that
great
his
episode.
soundbar?
He brought his max fucking like
Oh.
80-inch
Oh, yeah.
TV.
We use my soundbar,
But-
but my dad was in charge
I was
of the
gonna
volume.
say, Dad put it on like he let it go until the button stopped moving. So
Oh,
Kong
no.
is like, like fucking killing us in here,
Yeah.
and Dad's just like, oh, it's so freaking cool, it's so freaking
I
badass.
heard The Jungle 3 days after we watched that.
Your heart
we
was
went to
like,
the
boom.
theater anyways, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
But not
for
everyone
me-
has sound bars though, so they don't have even that experience.
Yeah, true.
Some people just have a TV
I will
and the
fully
speakers.
admit that when I was young, I was like, yeah, movie theater first. Love the experience. I would have been on your side here. But at my old age now, it's not as appealing as it used to be. And then on top of that, if we're getting into it, I would say 9 times out of 10, there's better movies on streaming than what's coming to the movie theater. Like, what's really breaking barriers that's coming to movie theaters.
But that's the thing, though. You go for that. I like how it's the same as
it's
like
always a gamble.
Yeah, it's always a gamble. If I had the money.
Yeah, but don't you miss the Blockbuster days? And I don't mean the store.
No.
I'm saying the days of like a huge movie where everybody's talking about it. Everybody goes to see this movie.
But that's not the life anymore.
But the thing you're defending killed it.
Yeah, you killed us, motherfucker.
That's right, and that's because streaming now has that.
Yeah, you didn't even tell us made you think that.
How did he miss that then? That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
No, that's for you though.
Yeah.
Like, how can he miss the days of blockbuster films where people would like wait in line to get in there when streaming is what it is?
I wouldn't say it's just streaming. Let's talk about Marvel as well. That ruined.
But here's another thing.
There's like 6 every time you go to a movie theater.
I'm about to get attacked like a motherfucker.
But here's the thing, though, okay?
Marvel.
I don't fucking like Marvel, okay? I can say that. I would never spend money to go to a theater to see Marvel over my fucking body, okay?
Right.
But the thing is, what you're talking about, that doesn't really happen unless you're going to the Marvel movies, right?
If I was a Marvel fan, though, streaming would give me way more options of Marvel stuff to watch. Because every streaming service has some sort of Marvel for it.
But that's only because of the Disney Plus merge with everybody.
Yeah, but I'm saying Hulu's got something, HBO's got shit, Peacock's got some shit. Well, I don't know about Peacock, actually.
Yeah, they have DC.
But everything else has got literally something in there that's Marvel, or just superhero in general. You got DC or Marvel.
One of you get Mystery Men, for fuck's sake, though. Can we say that real quick? Like
it goes on one and then gets taken off.
Every time. It's ridiculous. But I want to retort you. Hold on.
I just feel like I need to say some positives about streaming at some point.
Yeah, it still feels like streaming hasn't gotten in there.
Well, this is one thing because he was like, I missed the Blockbuster days. Well, fuck, okay? Listen here. You miss every movie that's popular. I don't give a fuck to watch them. But if you're sitting here saying that, like, oh, the Blockbuster days where everyone's talking about them, there's hundreds of movies that are being talked about all the time on the internet that people watch on Netflix, Hulu, HBO, they bought on fucking Amazon Prime, that you have no clue it's even happening.
I still want to see
I don't, you don't, like...
Right.
So you can't be like, there's no blockbuster hits that everyone's not watching, like, talking about.
Right,
like,
but I'm talking about the movie theater. Because the streaming is different. Like, you just have it, and it's there, and it just pops up one day. You're not choosing to go see this big movie that everybody's talking about.
But you're choosing to watch it.
And there's like 50, 100, however many people sit in the theater when it's packed, and everybody's there to see it. It's a totally different feeling now.
In the middle point, though, like, we would never really know, because, like, people probably still do that, like, when the movie first comes out. That was really the thing, like, to go at midnight the night the movie came out.
Movies still do the midnight show.
At one showing. I haven't been to one of those in forever, so I don't really know.
Yeah,
that shit is fun, though.
That's a real time right there. We went to Jackass 3. Oh, that was such a fun night. Right. Come on. Think about that, man. You had a whole night trying to go to the theater. Imagine having a whole night trying to find a movie on streaming. That's a bore. We've done that.
Yeah, but you know what's even better? I'll tell you what's better. Is when me and all of my friends can get together and we can smoke and drink and eat as much food as we want. We can pause it if we want to. We can do whatever the fuck we want with streaming. If we want to pause it for 3 hours, come back and finish it later, we have that ability.
But if you're
going to a movie theater, it's like a contract now.
Yes, you have to watch it.
They're not giving you your money back if you hate it. Doesn't matter what the situation is. You just lost out on that.
Hey, guess what? Neither is Netflix because you're paying the subscription. They're not paying you
because
back
I'm paying for the subscription because you know what? I like a lot of shit that's on there. But I'm paying for that other shit.
But if you didn't like it, they're not paying you back either.
But I can just exit out. That's the difference.
Yeah, but
that's immediate money. Where Netflix and all that is like a thing that you pay once a month and it covers all the bases. Versus me going to drop, $20 probably on a movie now?
Depending on what type.
And if I don't like that movie, now I just lost $20 that I'm not getting back.
But you have
and I can't be like, oh, well, at least I got Seinfeld to make up for this subscription that I'm paying for.
Oh my god, you are fucking insane right now. Okay? I just can't get over that fucking point. Oh my god.
I mean, I think that's a great point, so fuck you.
No, it's not. if you are only interested in backing out of something, or when your friends are over and you're like, we can pause it, we can get, that means you're not interested in the movie. When you're in the movie theater, right, you have to watch it. No matter what, you're beginning it and ending it.
Right.
Okay?
And that's the problem.
Yeah, but with me, if I'm somebody, because we all know I riff, right? Yeah, I'm a fun guy, right?
You like to have a good time.
Yeah, I like to have a good time. I like to fuck around. During a movie, I'm usually just like, but as soon as someone either starts talking or starts pausing it at home, I'm out.
Yeah.
I've lost all interest. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it was
I mean,
good.
I don't normally pause it,
because-
but I'm saying we have that option if need be.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Having the option makes you care even less about the movie. Because you're like, oh, I can just get up at any time. During the movie, you, especially, would never walk out of a movie, even if it's dog shit. Because you're like, I spent $20, I'm ending this shit.
I've walked out of a movie. Not by my choice, but
Exactly.
I have walked out of a movie.
Exactly.
And
That's
I
what
didn't
I'm
get my money back, and I also paid for my mother to see the movie. So I was out like $40.
Green Inferno?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Shout out Green Inferno. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it. I got I got another point, but let's up the streaming service. I feel like that hasn't gotten enough love.
Yeah, still ain't there yet.
Yeah. So
I feel like it's gotten too much.
I feel like all the positive points have already come out in conversation. Like, if I go and list them now, it's just going to be like, well, now he's reiterating points. But I can do that if you want me to. It is nice having the option to pause things. It's nice to have, like, this whole umbrella of things to be able to watch to where you're not locked in to one specific thing. Like I said, it's much easier to start a movie on a streaming service, not like it, and just press back and watch something else versus going to a movie to where you have to, like, either you're forced to sit there and watch the shit film you don't like, or you're getting up and you've lost your money, the whole experience is ruined, it's not a good time, right? With streaming, you don't really have that issue. Like, what's the big deal if you don't like it? You just watch something else.
Well, okay, I can easily say that. I am a guy who has days off.
Right.
And on my days off, if I try to watch a new movie and I don't like it, I feel like I've wasted my entire day. Even if I backed out 20 minutes in, I'm like, that 20 minutes, I could have been doing something good, right?
And to be
But
fair,
when
if you feel that way, you could feel that way with streaming or a movie theater.
I was about to say the complete opposite.
Okay.
I know what I'm getting into when I'm going to see a movie. Whether it be a comedy, a horror, a drama, whatever, I know there's a chance I'm not going to like it, but I'm buying the money and I'm there to stay.
Right. But so for you, it all comes down to, like,
It's
just
the pure experience
of
of the movie.
Because you don't do it often.
And you don't do it often. Exactly. It's like going to the amusement park. It could be like that, or I could drive a car every day. Yeah, driving a car is not fun, but the cars at the amusement park, pretty fucking fun.
Yeah, I'll drive a bumper car all goddamn day long.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just a car and a pole. Big whoop-de-doo, right? But you drive a car every day, but you're not excited to do that.
The screen is too big at a movie theater.
Too big?
Yeah.
You hear this guy over
absolutely.
here?
You sit up front?
I have 100 times.
Okay,
I don't
that is
care
true.
about
You
it.
shouldn't.
Yeah,
And my
but
neck is hurting
we-
by the
I've
end
done
of the
that
movie.
one time and I had to.
We went into Prisoner of the Azkaban, the third Harry Potter movie,
Yeah.
right? And we got there, like, as soon as it was starting. So it was, like, 9 of us, our entire fucking family?
Yeah.
Cousins and shit. And we only found seats that were on the first row.
Oh, man.
So that's what was unfortunate. But for me, I was a kid, so I didn't really have to look up. I just really was just like,
I had to do that for
Yeah.
Sinister, too.
Yeah.
ooh, a
That shit
horror
sucks.
movie up front? Yikes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
We
doing
had
that.
we sat up
bad.
front, maybe not the first row, but like second row for 2014 Godzilla.
Oh, that's true.
And like I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
But your neck hurts by the end of it.
But
It's
nah,
not as convenient.
I always go up to the.
I was gonna say.
back to the top row.
But you may not get
Oh,
that
see,
option.
no. I was
But if
gonna,
you're sitting
I
at
was gonna
home,
go
it's
up.
nothing but comfort.
I've never
is
not had that
bullshit.
option, to be
That
honest.
is complete bullshit, and I'll tell you why. Sound, okay? If you sit perfectly in the middle of the theater, it's all coming right towards you. The picture's good, the sound's
I'm
good.
saying if
I've
you're,
been at
if
home.
you're going to a packed theater,
Yeah.
there is times, like you
Oh,
just said,
no, I know,
where
but
you may not
fucked
get
up.
to pick
But
where
I'm
you
saying
sit.
if you get the choice to.
That's a knock against the movie theater. That's a con.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying when I'm at home, there, especially in this fucking house, if I'm really not in that chair, because it's the only thing that's like up against the TV front, just right there, everything else feels Like I'm like either looking like this at the TV, or I'm looking like this around the chair, or I'm like in the middle, but the sound's not great. But where in the front it is. Same with the theater. Like if you're up too high, it's not great for me. Again, this is all pure bias, right? If I'm in the front, I don't fucking like that shit either. But being in the middle is the perfect fucking thing in the world. So that's why I disagree with you being like, oh, the screen's too big. And I'm like, but depending on the seat, the screen's not too big. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Just like being
I'm just saying, if I'm at a movie theater and I'm trying to watch the entire screen,
Yeah.
it fucks my contacts all the way up.
Okay,
Just like
well, yeah, I
these
don't
fucking
have
lights of
contacts,
this
so that
room
might
do.
be the thing.
By the end of
Yeah.
a movie, by the end of this podcast, I feel like my contacts are made out of sand. It is the worst.
Yeah.
It's not a good time
We
for
need
me.
some solution, though. That might be the issue.
Well, yeah, I don't
it may
get
not be
them
the movie.
But either way, it's a knock against it. For me, and it's my bias, because I'm the one going up against it.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Like we said, this show should have been called Personal Bias. Another thing that you brought up earlier, and I'm going to bring it up again because now we're in the thick of it. Making or trying to replicate homemade popcorn into what they offer you at the theater is an abomination. Okay, anyone that's like, it's just as good at home, get the. I don't care if you have an air fryer. I don't care if you have a pop fryer or the bag that says from the
But if
theater.
you got a whole popcorn machine in your house,
It doesn't taste the same. It does not. There's something they do at that that metal
their
box.
butter.
Yeah, it's the butter, the salt, the kernels. It is amazing, right? Also, another point, you don't got slushies at home, motherfucker, okay? The slushies at a
I
fucking
do love
theater,
a slushie during a fucking movie.
That's
a
true.
cherry slushie during a movie.
Oh my
you can't do
God.
that at home.
But I
If you-
can
if you
drive to
say,
the gas
"I knew it,"
station.
you
I could even
son of a bitch.
I could drive to the movie theater, order a slushie, go back to my house, and watch a movie at
Sir,
home.
this isn't gas stations and
Please do that tomorrow.
gas stations and home streaming.
That would be actually, we could do that as a sketch. Actually, that'd be funny as fuck. But yeah, the problem with that is that you get it partially melted.
I'll find a way.
The slushies at the theater never melt. I've
that's
had
not
those things.
I don't know about that.
I'm saying not during. I'm saying
I don't really know.
no.
but
I'm saying not during the
that's a
movie,
crazy-
obviously. But I'm
I want to
saying
test it out.
for you, even if 5 minutes down the road, a Speedway, if whatever gas station you got in your regional area, by the time you get home, it's a little melted.
Yeah.
All right, there's a little something wrong with it. The syrups went down, so it's just shaved ice at the top, right? From the counter to the fucking seat, it hasn't done anything. It's still tip-top shape.
Right.
All right? You got about till half of the movie until anything starts happening because of what
I
they
also-
do in that machine.
to watch the previews
If
while you're
I'm
sipping.
getting candy during a movie,
My man,
okay?
previews never die.
because I would actually more than anything, I'd probably want candy during a movie. I would say. So for me, there's a terrible anxiety that comes with trying to eat candy in a movie theater when everybody can hear you like in the box. up
Actually,
against
yeah, this
your
is
hand.
perfect. This goes back to the last
They can hear
swear to God,
every little
I was-
candy drop.
I was
especially
watching
you.
Shrek, and I had a bunch of crunches, and man, that
Oh
shit was
my
loud.
that would had to be terrible. Yeah.
Hell yeah, it was. It was.
Well, I
I
mean,
forgot about those. Those are good though.
By the way,
Yeah.
this goes back to the last episode, but the movie I went to, I got sour Starburst.
Ooh.
They were fucking delicious. So, just saying, they have them, and they're at the
I
fucking
guess I could
theater.
have used that
It comes-
in the last episode.
Yeah.
It comes with it though, because after a preview's over, it gets real quiet and it gets dark for a minute. You always hear somebody rustling their popcorn,
Yeah.
so I think candy ain't
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, but I'm saying for me, it feels
Oh.
like everybody's focused on just me. I hate the feeling of it.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
true.
take it.
You guys made me think of a great point that's going to mop the floor with you. Okay, is there a better moment in your childhood, in your life? Well, Tyus, I don't know because obviously we didn't have the same mom or dad. But
We didn't.
News to me.
is there anything better than your mom or dad sneaking in candy? He pulls it from the sleeve pocket, like, here's your gummies.
Oh yeah,
Your mom
Bro.
is like, hey.
We went to go watch Shrek. We went to
That's what I'm saying.
They had the theater on the bypass or whatever, and there was like a Dollar Tree right there.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, her and her friend grabbed a whole bunch of candy for us and shit like that, and just
Yeah.
handed it to us.
That's the
I will
funnest.
say that I proudly carry on that tradition with my children now.
I mean, it's
Like, the best
got
part
to.
of having a girlfriend is a purse
Yep.
to sneak in candy at
Yeah.
a movie theater. That's a fact.
Because, like,
That's one thing I can't dispute.
that's what I'm saying. Your dad has, like, a fucking, payday, and he's just like, just,
You know what I
he's
can
like
do,
fucking
though?
Ezio.
I can run up the street to Dollar General and I can just steal it because I just want to. Right?
That's a crime.
I come back home.
That's a crime.
Okay? Turn on Nightmare Alley on HBO.
Yeah,
Having a
'cause
great
everyone's
night.
wanting to watch that.
It's a great film. Check it out.
You watched it 8 months after anyone cared.
I
And
don't
you're
give
like,
a fuck.
blockbuster hits.
Hey, and I'll keep talking about it. Bradley Cooper, Willem Dafoe.
And now I know that like our parents went a little much with it. Like there was one time where we were, on bad times, and my mom was like, "All right, we're bringing everything to the movie theater." So
Everything.
we got there, and she had her big purse, as she called it, and it had fucking 20 ounces. It had chips. It had candy.
A picnic blanket.
Had a wine bottle in the low. two glasses.
I've had chips in the theater before, too.
Do you remember that? It was like a fucking buffet. No wonder we're fat as shit now. But yeah, that was a
Patterson
great
in the
fucking
movie
moment.
theater throwing lawn darts.
Shout out to movie theaters for not really, like, giving a shit, not enforcing checking bags and shit. At
Yeah.
this point, though.
Yeah, I don't know how we
Also
still get away
kind,
with it.
I know.
also kind of scary. It's like you're not checking, but still.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously they know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a weird thing.
Yeah. I won't lie. Even as an adult, I've definitely hid because I'm not packing down there. I'm not packing, so they can't see anything. So if I hide,
What if it's
put it in a baggie, spin it, put it in there, they're just gonna be like, oh, the dude's slightly hard.
What if this is the pod that changes everything?
Why is this
Well,
disc
Yeah.
a rectangle, though?
Like,
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
They're like, those three fucking idiots. They ruined it for
Say,
me.
we're out here now. That's all we wanted.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would be fucking terrible.
So,
Is it about that time?
I don't know what the time is.
I'm gonna need a little minute
Fella.
to fuck me
I mean,
up.
we can get into it. We can keep pushing some points if you got more.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Like I said, I mean, all my points are pretty much coming out in retort to what you're saying, so there's no
Yeah.
I was
sense in
also
me.
say,
You can watch TV shows and
Right, but I wasn't
that's
going
the
to
thing,
go
though.
there because you can't do that with
who,
a movie
would,
theater.
who would want to watch Full House in a theater?
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Like, come on now. Now, a wrestling pay-per-view in a theater?
you would want to.
I would want that.
Yeah.
You would want to if y'all were gonna be like the laugh track in the background.
Talius, you know me too well.
Oh, man.
If we were the laugh
That's,
track,
you just found my dream, actually.
Yeah.
I found my
it pops
meme,
up. It
like-
pops up to laugh me like a.
And it's just straight up episode and then just record. Yeah, it's like laugh now.
I want to do this. I need this.
Oh, where do we sign up?
Yeah, that is the.
I think we have to die first
Why?
because they say it's all dead people.
Yeah, apparently every sitcom you watch, the laughter in the back are people from like the 40s and 50s being recorded during their first sitcoms. It's the same laughs, unless the sitcom is like
But how did they get recorded? And,
recorded
like,
in front of a
Man.
live studio audience,
yeah,
like True Jackson VP. Shout out.
we need to modernize the process a little bit. I think
Yeah, we need to change it up.
we can use other people.
I mean,
We got
they-
people with much better laughs today.
That would be so dope. Come to like a laugh viewing of this show or whatever.
Ooh, instead of a live viewing, call it a laugh viewing. I like that. The
Ah,
shaft
okay.
ringing, the dash ringing.
Yeah, something like that.
But the 3D experience. Back to the movies, real quick. Okay,
Okay.
there's nothing cooler.
Okay, could you
Then having-
talk about a movie though that's just a basic regular movie that's not 4DX, 3D?
I've only seen one movie in 3D. That
I
was
mean,
Avatar.
I've seen. Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen multiple movies that aren't. I mean, both.
That was
I
a
know, but every
disappointment.
time you're bringing up a movie, it's always a specialty movie, and I'm like, yeah, well, we're not talking about the specialty version. Because how can I compete
Oh, so
from
you want me-
streaming
'cause
with 4DX unless
I'm not
you
saying
got
4DX.
Tyus as I'm on the couch and he's shaking the couch as I'm sitting
Well, I
there.
mean, you got
Spit in your face.
you got 4K. Well, you could have 4K, but because I think 40X ain't that just a definition or what is that?
Oh, it's the definition. The chairs move. The wind. There's
Is it also
thunder.
3D though?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
And I asked Jacob because the woman was like, "Hey, I was like, she didn't give us glasses, so am I gonna be blind by the end of this?" And then as soon as it started, I was like, "Oh, thank fucking god!" Like it was perfectly clear and shit. So yeah,
3D is not without the glasses.
That's what I'm saying, though. I wish this is a knock. I'll give it. Go back to the old one.
Did y'all
I miss
ever-
the blue and red. I don't want the black.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like,
Oh, yep. I was
Blue and
about to
red
say.
worked way
The
better.
blue and red, you felt like, oh, this is. I only get these at the theater.
Yeah.
The rest were just fucking like, oh, I'm at a racetrack.
I got Spy Kids in 3D. On
I get these when I
DVD,
get an
and
eye
they gave
exam.
They gave me the glasses inside the case.
God, I remember that.
shit.
Yes.
Crazy.
Oh my God, Spy Kids 3D though. I wish I would have seen that in theaters.
We did. Were you too young to remember?
I wish I would have remembered it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's
we
say
definitely
that.
did. And in 3D.
Oh shit. Yeah. Damn.
I
Elijah
haven't
Wood.
seen too many because even as a kid, like I reached a certain point, and I don't know what the breaking point was, where I'm like, I'm done with 3D.
Well, I mean, the eye surgery is
Mom and Dad,
probably.
stop wasting your money. This
Yeah.
is a load of horseshit.
Yeah, I mean, I probably could have done something with it. You know, you had like 9 eye surgeries by the time
only
you were
watched
12.
Yeah, maybe it just doesn't work on me. I don't know.
I only watched the movie in 3D just to try it out. I only watched one.
And that was just Avatar?
Yeah.
Jacob and
It
I've
was
Matt.
heard
such
that's
a
the best.
Nah.
Oh.
Some shit was cool, but the only thing that really popped out was a fish at the end.
Yeah, I know this is not what we're talking about, but you brought it up. Is anyone even excited for Avatar?
No, because
The trailer just came out 2 days ago.
I mean, I've only seen the first one like once, so I don't have like
They got like 2 movies planned, and they're coming out like 4 years apart from each other. They got one planned for like 2031, I heard, or some shit, or 2028.
Like,
Ain't nobody even thinking that far ahead.
and the
right
first one was 2010.
whether this
Yeah,
be
something like that.
streaming versus home video or whatever the fuck, VHS versus DVD, I am never going to sit my ass down and watch another Avatar movie again.
I mean, I'd
It was
watch
almost
it,
4 hours long of boredom.
but you can. How many times now? This is a fact. How many times have we said, maybe you haven't
have to watch
personally,
that movie in the
but
theater, though.
you'll say like, yeah, I wouldn't go to the theaters and see it. So there's movies you're willing to watch at home, but you're not willing to see in theater.
You're completely wrong. That was during a time people said that when it was either you watch movies at the theater or on TV. No one's saying that now. No one's like, I wouldn't go to the theater to watch it, because it's like, well, yeah, asshole, it's on the streaming.
That's
You
not
have
true.
the
Not
same
every
thing.
movie that goes to theaters is immediately in streaming. There is some certain
Well, no,
movies
but
that
I'm saying-
happens, but a lot, just because it's in theaters, you're still gonna have to wait for the DVD. It doesn't mean it's immediately coming to a streaming service.
No, yeah, okay, that is true.
So the point is, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna go pay the money to go see it in theaters, because as much as you might enjoy the experience, it's not always worth it.
Well, I mean, I find that funny because nowadays, whether you are buying one streaming service or you're buying 5, it's either going to be more than one ticket or it's going to be the same as one ticket. And I know you're going to be like, yeah, but there's versatility. And I'm like, yeah, but if you're talking purely on price, then it doesn't apply to anything.
Yes, but I'm paying for a streaming service. Like I said, once a month, usually it's about $10 a month, okay? And I'm getting, 500,000 things to choose from?
Mm-hmm.
Or one movie that I'm taking a gamble of spending $20 in the moment. And I understand what you're saying. Like, you add it up. Obviously, I'm spending more on a streaming service.
Yeah.
I get that. But I'm also getting way more use out of a streaming service or
Well, yeah,
dropping
I mean,
a 20 on a
obviously-
movie that may not
Well,
be
yeah,
good.
you don't own a
And
movie
like,
theater.
as much as the experience, like I would say the last couple movies that I've seen have not been great choices, and I have not left a movie theater being like, that was worth it in quite a long time.
Well, we just seen Skull Island. We all fucking love that. Come on. You
Okay,
seen that
yeah,
in theaters?
yeah,
We
that
all
was-
left and we were like, oh, shit. That's another thing.
I guess that would have
okay?
been the last one, probably.
This will be my last point because I'm sure we're getting there.
But that was 2017, by the way, so it's not recent.
I mean, 2017, that's not even 10 years ago, baby. Come on. My last point is, when you guys go see a movie, the walkout, like, not the daytime, none of that shit. The walkout, everyone, it's fresh in their mind. Right? No one was on their, like, unless you have people that were on their phones during the whole time, then fuck those people. But if you have actual people with you that are cool and they watch the full movie, guarantee you are going to have a longer, more in-depth, fun conversation about the movie you watched in a theater than what you just did on a streaming. Because everyone knows, as soon as the movie ends on a streaming service, everyone's like, cool. They pull out their phones, everyone forgot what the movie was about 20 minutes later. You like besides me and you, right? Because we do that. But there's been a lot of times where we will ask people, like, oh, so what'd you think? And they're like, oh, it was pretty good. And then we start, like, diving in, and they're like, oh, I don't even remember that. Where in a theater, everybody
Yeah, it kind of
is
forces you
there.
to talk about it,
Yeah.
really, because, I mean, you're
Dude,
walking out,
can you just believe what we just
and,
seen?
I mean, it's kind of quiet. It's kind of like, somebody's gonna say what they thought.
You hear when you're on Netflix, you only see what people are saying in comments, but you're not hearing people around you at the same time as you watch it walk around town, and they're like, "Oh man, that part was cool. That part was cool." When you come out of a theater, everyone that was in there with you is coming out talking about what you just watched. Also,
Right.
That's a cool ass fucking feeling.
I get what you're saying, but I can't really relate because I'm the type of person, like, I like opinion. Like, if we finish a movie here at the house, I want to be able to have a conversation where we're breaking the shit down.
No, I agree, but I'm
and
saying
talking about
a lot of people don't do that nowadays. Like, they just in the movie and then they just go back to their life and they don't dive into it. You will see, I promise you, if you spent more time on the internet, you would see so many people being like, yeah, I binge watch 5 shows a week and I couldn't tell you what they're about. I've watched 8 movies this week on Netflix, but I don't remember any of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You know.
I guess maybe that happens, but also, like, for me, with streaming, that's what makes it nice. Like, if I start something and I'm not paying attention in the moment, I'll either turn it off, or if I wasn't paying attention, I can go back to the part that I remember, restart it, and I can work my way through watching it. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
It takes me over a month to finish a movie sometimes. It takes me a year to finish one show. Because I work my way through, because I fall asleep, I start it, like, and that's the beauty of streaming. But like I said, I'm not really talking about TV shows because
That's just unfair.
you can't really talk about that.
Yeah.
So, but still with movies, I do the same thing. Can't do that in a movie theater. For me, I fall asleep in both scenarios. I fall asleep during every movie.
Well, yeah,
ever
that's
made.
just you as a person. You
Right.
fall asleep through.
Like, there's something about if
Yeah.
you have me sitting there and you're like, focus on this, I'm gonna fall
I
asleep.
mean,
You would have slept through the
they
Holocaust.
keep movie theaters at like 40 goddamn degrees anyway.
Exactly.
So-
It's the perfect place to take a nap. But
Oh my god!
at home, every movie that I've watched in recent time, and I've, like, within the last couple months, I've really picked up my movie game of watching a lot of shit.
Same.
Okay? And in every instance, I don't ever sit there and watch it in one sitting. It's usually like, I'll start it, then I gotta come get you from work or whatever, I'll finish it later. Like, if it takes me 5-6 settings, I'll watch the shit.
Yeah.
Right? But at a movie theater, if I fall asleep, I gotta wait till whenever to either go back and watch the movie again, and I know I'm gonna fall asleep probably at the same goddamn point the second time, or I gotta wait for it to come out on streaming or DVD. Right? So for a guy like me, streaming service is right where it's at. It's
Yeah,
everything I
for
need.
narcoleptics. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's perfect for narcolepsy.
That's what it's made for.
Yeah,
That's what
the
Netflix
piss,
stands
the
for.
piss break miss at a movie theater is a tragic event.
Yeah, if we don't end soon, it's gonna be a piss break miss.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Well, I was
yeah,
gonna say we can end it there.
yeah.
Let's get out the butt plugs, and then you can find out what the results are.
All right. So, thank you all for watching. This is the portion of the pod where we, do the butt plugs. So, this show is called Vast Difference, but it is also under the umbrella 1722, which you can find on our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
Check
the
it
YouTube,
out.
the fucking Twitter, whatever platform that you are socializing on, that's the one you can find us on. All right? And we appreciate all the support. Tell your friends, tell your aunts, your uncles, your boss at work, to whoever you can.
Share with
right?
everybody you know.
Everybody, your pastor even. We got Christians out there that listen and they love this. Praise Allah.
That's right. Christians sometimes go to movie theaters. They also have streaming, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they all saw Facing the Giants.
Alright. So here's the deal. It is a tie, my boys.
Fuck!
Oh my god.
Everybody likes to watch shit. That's just the deal. It's 4-4, 50% to 50%. So, wasn't the last one a draw? I mean, not the one with me. I won. But
All right, you know what? I'm sick of the draw. I'm throwing out an audible. I'm throwing out a rule, and this is where it's going from now on. Tyus is the mediator. This is where his job comes into play.
Oh,
he picks the
your
side.
vote.
He's the deciding
Ink-master
factor.
style.
all right, well, easy money, theater. As theaters have a special place in my heart because when I was in high school, it was a pastime that I used to do with my friends a whole bunch. We used to go 8 deep and take.
He
the
got
whole,
head in the theater, Blake. That can't beat
and
streaming.
take the whole.
You don't
back
want to know
row.
the things I've done while streaming, okay?
Oh, well, I mean, same.
Well, I mean, yeah, me,
What the
yeah, me
fuck?
too.
Yeah.
There's some. Never mind.
And that's where we're ending.
Yeah, nothing else needs to be.
So,
But just like that, I call another audible, and this doesn't mean shit, and we're back to a tie. Look at that.
I knew that's how I was gonna go. I can't laugh no more. I'm about to piss myself. So
Thank you for coming with a U. I won, by the way. Blake didn't.